All right. First and foremost, I want to start off by saying, Brakatha Yahweh, Brakatha Yahweh Shai, Brakatha Yahweh, Brakatha Yahweh Shai, Brakatha Yahweh, Brakatha Yahweh Shai, Call Halal Yahweh, Ba Shem, Yahweh Shai, Ba Shem, Rakah, Kwadash. Shalom to you sincere Akim out there listening, learning, and pushing this truth. And shalom to the few sincere Akwath that are out there listening and learning as well. With that being said, Adawan Ratazah, this will be edifying. As usual, I'm going to go into Rakah Kwadash. And I saw this video, it popped up in my feed yesterday. And I said I have to do a lesson on it. a couple scriptures were in my mind. Adawan Ratazah, this will be edifying, exhorting, and comforting to the elect. But as you can see, I'll probably leave the link for this in the description. I posted 2 videos about this in my community feed, but I'll probably leave this link in the description. I'll try to read a little bit of the transcript also. But as you can see, it says from the first post, it says, Voodoo Massacre. Almost 200 massacred in Haiti as gang targets voodoo practitioners. Right, so let's read some of the, matter of fact, I'll read the description first. Oh, Salakia. Let me read the transcript first. It says almost 200 massacred in Haiti as gang targets voodoo practitioners. A massacre in Haiti's capital has left almost 200 people dead. Voodoo practitioners were reportedly targeted in the weekend massacre in the capital city of Port-au-Prince. The killings were ordered by a gang boss who was convinced that his son's illness was caused by voodoo. All right, so and when you it's gonna go into how basically his son fell ill and he went to an actual he so nonsensical. His son fell ill, so he went to an actual voodoo practitioner, and the voodoo practitioner told him that his son was sick because of fellow voodoo practitioners in the town, and that's what led to the massacre. So let's read a little bit of the transcript. So it says, now let's turn our attention to and again, I'm going to read it the best I can. You know how the transcripts are. So it says, now let's turn our attention to the Caribbean, where Haiti has been rocked by gang violence again this weekend. This weekend there was a massacre in the capital city of Port-au-Prince. Nearly 200 people were slaughtered with machetes, knives, and guns, all because of a priest who said voodoo was being practiced in a neighborhood. This incident has worsened spiraling security crisis, which has left at least 5,000 people dead this year. So the death toll in Haiti so far is 5,000. That's astronomical. But that's the judgment of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, which, I'm going to get into that. But just reading a little bit of the transcript. So it says, at least 5,000 people dead this year and displaced more than 7. I'm not sure. 100,000, but let me see. It's a little bit more. I want to get to the good part. Bear with me. Okay, let's see. This weekend it was rocked by a spike in gang violence. The massacre killed at least 184 people, and it was all thanks to a gang leader's personal vendetta. His name is Monel Felix. His son had a fatal illness, so Felix consulted a priest. He went to a voodoo priest who blamed voodoo for the child's illness. Now, voodoo practices the belief that all living things it's satanic, just nonsense. I just want to get to the point. Where is it? Okay, the point that this the point. Jeremy on Saturday, the child died from the illness. So basically, they made 2 trips. They went once, they did some killing, and then the child still died. So they went back for revenge. But the point, I really wanted to key in that Again, I'll leave the link in the description, Salakia. I hate reading the transcripts, man. But basically, most of the people that were killed, as it's going to say, were people over 60. Okay, a lot of the voodoo practitioners were the elderly, the ancient men and women, and that's primarily who they targeted. And it's going to go into how, it's that hood, that area is ran by gangs, and basically the police don't go into that area. So what happened was the actual taxi drivers, the civilians, they tried to step in, and they ended up getting massacred. It was beautiful. It's a beautiful judgment. This was all the judgment of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. But, again, I'll leave a link in the description. But, the scriptures were in my mind, prophet, were screaming. So this is Genesis 49. I start at 1. We know this is what, I just let the Lord speak. And Jacob, which we know Jacob's name was changed to Israel after he wrestled the angels. We're the descendants of Jacob, his 12 sons, And Jacob called unto his sons and said, gather yourself together that I may tell you which shall befall you in the last days. This is a major identifying prophetic prophecy, identifying who the 12 tribes are, primarily in the latter times, man. I'll go into one of the identifiers, one of the prophecies that would happen, especially pertaining to this lesson. Genesis 49 and 5 is the main point. Simeon, which the Simeon would be the Dominicans, the so-called Dominicans, right? Simeon and Levi would be the Haitians, right? And the Levi lawyer, the Haitians, they would be the priest. They're supposed to be the priest. Going back to Moses and Aaron, the Levitical priesthood, right? So it says Simeon and Levi, so that's the Dominicans and the Haitians, right? Are brethren, they're brothers, right? We descend from Jacob, whose name again was changed to Israel. Simeon and Levi, this is a prophecy of what would befall them, again, as it's read in verse 1, in the last days. Okay? Simeon and Levi, Dominicans and Haitians, are brethren. Instruments of cruelty are in their habitations. And they're actually on the same island. You see? They're brothers on the same island, even though Esau classifies them as two different nations, man. They're brothers, right? On the island of what you would call Hispaniola, right? The island is split into half, Haiti and the DR, the Dominican Republic. But they're brothers, right? And it says, instruments of cruelty are in their habitations. What's the instrument of cruelty? Witchcraft, voodoo, Santa Maria, all the tribes practice witchcraft. All these nations practice witchcraft. Really goes all back to the Babylonians, the Hamites, most odious works of witchcraft, But staying on you tribes, the instrument of cruelty is a witchcraft, voodoo, Santa Maria, and Benjamin, they practice obia, But it's cruel, it's wicked, it's evil. They do all type of wickedness, It's wicked. It's wicked. We all know it, But that's the point. You see, their Simeon and Levi are brethren. Instruments of cruelty are in their habitation, right? And that goes against the laws, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. You're not supposed to practice witchcraft. That's wicked. And that's why that judgment befell that island. That's primarily why that island is catching purity hell, especially the half that resides where Levi is at. The DR isn't as bad as the Haitian side. Why? Because Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai is extremely angry with the Levites. Lawyer, okay? The Haitians. Why? Because they're supposed to be the priests. Okay? So this is Exodus 22 and 18. Thou shalt not suffer a witch to live. So those so-called gang members, they were fulfilling the will of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. That was judgment. A beautiful judgment. Over almost 200 people killed, slain violently, you know, and the majority of them were elderly, the ancient men. That's prophetic, you know, all for what? Practicing the most odious works of witchcraft. It is 1 Samuel 15 and 23. This is what Slakia, Samuel told Saul, you know, because Saul, the spirit left Saul. So Saul went to what? The wicked witch of Endor. What was she doing? Practicing witchcraft, you know? And she conjured up Samuel's spirit, right? Because Saul wanted to inquire because he felt the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai had left him, right? And this is what Samuel told Saul. For rebellion, Samuel, is that the same chapter? Okay, yeah, I'll start up. This is 1 Samuel 15 and 22. And Samuel said, hath the Lord Yahweh as great delight in burnt offerings and sacrifices, as in obeying the voice of the Lord Yahweh? Behold, to obey is better than to obey is better than sacrifice, and to hearken than the fat of rams. Yeah, that's what Saul told. I keep getting mixed. That's what Samuel told Saul, right? It's better to obey Yahweh. Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai doesn't delight in bullocks and rams and, you know? No, man. The Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, would much rather you just be obedient. Just listen. Okay? He doesn't delight in your sacrifice, man. He delights in, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai delights in obedience. So it says, for rebellion, right? Rebellion means to make war. To make war against who? Your power. You know, that's what happens when you disobey the Heavenly Father. You're making war against him. You're fighting against him. You're being wicked. For rebellion is as the sin of witchcraft, and stubbornness is as iniquity and idolatry. Because thou hast rejected the word of the Lord Yahweh, he hath also rejected thee from being king. And you can apply that to these Levites, these Haitians, lawyer. Because they refuse to turn back to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, the laws, statutes, and commandments. They rather trust in voodoo. You know? Again, that's the so-called spiritual quotation mark religion of the island, recognized. They trust in wickedness. They trust on the left-hand side. The Lord has rejected them. And now we're a nation of priests under the order of Melchizedek. But the point of the matter is, rebellion is likened unto witchcraft. And, you know, and the Lord said we're not supposed to suffer a witch to live. You know, and that's why that judgment befell them. And you ain't seen nothing yet. It's going to be more. It's not just Levi. Again, all of the tribes, all these nations practice witchcraft, especially Esau Edom, the daughter of the Chaldeans, you know. But I'm focusing on Yasharallah for this lesson. You know, that was beautiful judgment that fell upon, that was beautiful to behold. You ain't seen nothing yet. 1 Peter 4:17. For the time is come, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai is visiting the world that he made. We in the time of judgment. You know? For the time is come that judgment must begin at the house of Yahweh. And if it first begin at us, what shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel of Yahweh? Nobody's going to get away. Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai shall not at all acquit the wicked. And that's what times we're coming into. A lot of death is coming. Okay? I'm just hitting the point, straight to the point. Ezekiel chapter 9, you could start at like verse 4, I believe. But I'm straight to the point. Ezekiel 9:6. Slay utterly, old and young, both men. That's what time is coming. Judgment. The Lord said he's about to plead with all flesh. And the word plead means judge. And you're seeing, hey, this is just the beginning. Matter of fact, I start at 5. Ezekiel 9:5. I got to start at 4. Slaki. And the Lord Yahweh said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, we're a people before a place. The bulk of us are in the Americas, but we're scattered, right? And set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. That's the elect, right? We have a spiritual mark upon us. Adawan Ratazah would be of that number. The Wa, exempt from judgment, right? But the 2/3 of Yasharallah, the ones that refuse to repent, another mark is being set upon them for their rebellion, for their wickedness, for their disobedience, their insolence. And to the others, he said in mine here, and per Isaiah, what's that, 66, I believe either 15 and 16, the slain of the Lord shall be many. Okay? So it says, Salakia. So it says, and to the others he said in mine hearing, go ye after him through the city and smite. Let not your eye. It's what he did. The death angel was upon that gang, man. And what did they do? They went through that little barrio, that little trap hood, and they smitten. They got busy. Go ye after him through the city and smite. A spirit created for vengeance was upon those men. And let not your eyes spare. They didn't care, man. People were trying to, so-called innocent people were trying to step in and save them. And what happened? They got slaughtered. Yeah, the times that we're coming into ain't going to be no mercy. It says, let not your eyes spare, neither have ye pity. Slay utterly. It's the main point. Hey, man, we coming into a cold, cold time. Yahweh Bashim Yahushai finna put a cold spirit on these people. The love of many is going to wax cold. And ultimately, this is all going to happen because of the wickedness, primarily of Yasharallah. So it says, slay utterly, old and young, both maids and little children, and women, but come not near any man upon whom is the mark. Again, that spiritual mark, the Wa, exempt from judgment. Adawan Watazah, we be of that number, we keep enduring to the end. It says, then they began at the ancient men which were before the house. And we just had a glimpse of that. We had a glimpse of this with this massacre. And why did that happen? Because of their wickedness. Because of their wickedness, man. It was warranted. Old ass, wicked ass Levites, man. So this is Isaiah 42, and I start at 13. The Lord, this is the main point. The Lord Yahweh shall go forth as a mighty man. He shall stir up jealousy like a man of war. That father, the leader of that gang, he had a jealous, angry spirit on him. He was jealous over the what was befalling his son. And he blamed those voodoo practitioners. But that was all the will of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. He did that. He put that spirit on them to fulfill his will. The Lord Yahweh shall go, and he's doing it now. He's stirring up these nations, these people, for judgment. The Lord Yahweh shall go forth as a mighty man. He shall stir up jealousy like a man of war. He shall cry, yea, roar. He shall prevail against his enemies. And all of you that practice witchcraft, voodoo, Santa Maria, you're rebellious. It says, I have long time holding my peace. Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is long suffering, pitiful, merciful, right? But he's not slack as some men count slackness. There's going to come a time when enough is enough. The doors of mercy are going to slam shut, and judgment is going to commence. I have long time holding my peace. I have been still and refrained myself. Now will I cry like a travailing woman. I will destroy and devour at once. And that's really when Yahweh Shai HaMashiach returns. He's coming back to bring purity hell upon the people. But the point of the matter, I just pulled that he put a jealous spirit, to get busy, on them wicked ass voodoo practitioners. And it was beautiful. I had some more, but let me see. Micah 6:2. Hear ye, O mountains, the Lord Yahweh's controversy. And the Lord has a controversy with the inhabitants. Matter of fact, did I pull that one? Because there's no truth in the land. Did I pull that one? Hosea 4:1. Hear the word of the Lord Yahweh, ye children of Israel. For the Lord Yahweh hath a controversy. He got a bone to pick with you. He got a problem with you tribes, man. You know? He got a problem with the whole world. But we focusing on you tribes. We keying in on you Levites, the so-called Levitical priests. So it says, Hosea 4:1, hear the word of the Lord Yahweh, ye children of Israel. Yasharallah. For the Lord Yahweh hath a controversy with the inhabitants of the land, because there is no truth, nor mercy, nor knowledge of Yahweh in the land. Again, they trusting in oppression, they trusting on Satan, they trusting on the left-hand side. You see? That's the point. That's the point. I'm going to close out here. Micah 6:2. Hear ye, O mountains, the Lord Yahweh's controversy, and ye strong foundations of the earth. For the Lord Yahweh hath a controversy with his people. He will plead with Israel. That word plead means judge. He gonna judge you. I'll close out with Hosea 12:2. The Lord Yahweh hath also a controversy with Judah. Levi, they're part of the southern kingdom, Salakia. Judah, the southern kingdom, the so-called Jews comprised of what? Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, right? So it said the Lord Yahweh hath also a controversy with Judah, Yahweh, and will punish Jacob, according to his ways. According to his doings will he recompense him. You wanna be wicked, you wanna be rebellious, you wanna practice witchcraft, voodoo, Santa Maria, you wanna worship idols, worship false gods, false deities. Death is gonna cleave onto you, man. That's what's waiting on you. All you rebellious tribes, death is coming. Death is knocking at the front door. And Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, once a death angel is released, ain't gonna be no mercy, man. Ain't gonna be no mercy. They not gonna have pity. And they gonna start with the ancient men. Anyway, Adawan Ratazah, hopefully this made sense and came together, you know. I saw that and I just had to speak on it, you know. A couple precepts were just screaming in my mind. Adawan Ratazah did it justice. You know, the point was made. Keep watching, keep praying, keep fighting, keep pushing. We're close. Shalom. Wah abad babal. Kwam Yasharallah.